People say, what keeps you going? What keeps you living in this hell? You see that life is complete torture, garbage, just a cruel place. But what keeps you holding on? So, me personally, that's a good question, because it's really hard to even answer that, honestly. There's a lot of things of why I'm still trying to just hang in there, I don't want to upset parents, family, if I ever go that route, that I don't want to say it on in case I get terminated for saying that word, but I'm just going to call it self-deletion. But there's a lot of reasons why I try to just hold on, Number one, I'm scared to do it that way. I'm scared to, get a gun and, I'm scared to jump off a bridge, a building, you name it. And also, I just don't want to be known to die that way. I just want to die any other way but that. Well, I don't want to be murdered either, but whatever happens, I guess happens. But what I'm trying to say is, I would just rather go in bed, go to sleep, and that'll be it. That's the best way anyone could ever ask to go. But unfortunately, we keep waking up another day. Now, with all this being said, I'm not saying I'm a depressed person where I just feel sad all day to the point where I want out. I want out in a way because I've just seen how much life sucks and just how much everything's getting more and more expensive. And it's like, what's there to look forward to? To just live in a future where everything is skyrocketing high? I just don't see no point of it. But people say, then why are you still here? Why are you living it all? And it's really it's really difficult to explain, honestly. Sometimes we don't even know why we're still here. We're just here. A lot of us are afraid to go that route. I admit I am. And I don't, as much as I want out of here, I don't want to go through with that route, And it's not because, the saying they say where if you do that, you go to hell, it's a sin or whatever. Now, I don't know if that's the case or not, but that's not the reason why I'm, not doing it. I don't know why I'm not doing it. It's hard to explain why I'm not doing it. I'm just, afraid. But then again, there's also reasons why I still try and continue. You people, for example, made my life a lot easier. And a lot of people say in return, I'm doing the same for you guys. And that really makes me happy. And I hope to continue doing that for you guys. And I hope vice versa, you guys continue to make me feel less, make it easier for me, Ever since starting the channel, and it just, my life been kind of better. So I definitely thank you all for that. We almost got 10,000 subscribers. And, like I said, I can't thank you all enough for the love and support. And that's one of the reasons why I try to keep going, because I don't want to abandon you people. By me giving up is like saying to everyone else here, give up. And I never say give up. Some people just want to give up. And, people should have the right to do what they want. I'm not saying let's all give up, but I just try my very best to hang on. That's all I can do, I could just go through with it, but something just tells me not to do it. A lot of times we have what I like to call it safety barriers, where there's a barrier preventing you from going that route. You, in a way, want to do it, but something's holding you back. It's like, you're just afraid, I guess you could say. A lot of people say what keeps me going is video games, or a lot of people say my pets keep me going. Some things like that keep people going, and that's great. I really don't want no one here to go that route. Now, of course, like I always say, I can't tell you people what to do or what not to do, but I'm just hoping you could hang around like I'm trying to hang around. I'm trying to do it, so I want to hopefully have faith that you can do it. However, if you don't do it, it's up to you. You know what I mean? I'm not going to judge anybody here. I don't want no one going that route. I never encourage anybody to go that route. But the truth is, I can't stop people. We can only do so much, we can't stop it. And the way life is, it's just not going to make things easier. You know, you get these stupid things, these suicide prevention things, you know, you hear on the radio, on the news. Meanwhile, you know, they're trying to find ways to prevent people from doing that. You know, you ain't going to prevent it by the way life is today. That's just going to encourage it to happen more and more, because life is only getting harder. Life is only getting more expensive. It's just everything's becoming more and more of a challenge. Everything's just feeling more pressure. It's like, think of a compressor machine. When you hear it go, it's building up compressed air in the, you know, in that little round tank or whatever. I mean, they're all different sizes. So that's all compressed air. Then you have that gun, like I forget what you call it, but it go, you know. Well, think of all that pressure that's building up into us, and that's stress pressure. And why are we getting all this stress pressure? Because look at what life's becoming. It's getting harder and harder. One job's not cutting it anymore. 2 jobs may not be cutting it anymore. Heck, 3 jobs, now you may be just making a decent living, if. Then you wonder why people want to go that route. Now, I'll be straightly honest, I do really want out of this hell. But at the same time, I just don't want to, you know, actually self-delete myself. And, you know, I'm afraid. And I just don't want to be known for that. But a lot of people be like, who cares? Once you're dead, you're dead. And it's true. But I guess you could say I'm just afraid to go that route. And really, the truth is, it's not like I really want to die. I really want to live, if that makes any sense. But it's just the world that we're in. It's just not a very enjoyable place. It's very hard. You know, it's challenging life. It's hard. And whoever says that life is easy is an idiot. Life is hard no matter what. And then when you got problems on top of it, health problems or any type of whatever problems, it just makes things fucking worse, man. It really does. And one thing that always irritates me is when, you know, people that do end their lives, they're known to be called cowards or, you know, whatever comes to mind. Selfish or cowards usually is the main term that they're known to be called. Meanwhile, I disagree with the coward part. It actually takes guts, because think about it, you're literally ending your existence. At least here. I don't know if there's another existence somewhere else, and that takes guts. And the selfish part doesn't really make sense to me, because the person never asked to be here. Now, if the person asked for all of this and then just went through with it, then maybe that's a different story. See, like if a parent ended their life, I would kind of maybe look at them selfish, because here you are, you had a kid, you should have thought about it, you know, now it's all stress and now you can't take it anymore, so what are you going to do, end your life or try to abandon the kid or things like that? Yeah, then I can maybe say that's selfish, because you could have prevented that problem, but you made that problem occur. But vice versa, a lot of people just try to end themselves, but they're known to be selfish. Meanwhile, they ain't asked to be here, you know. You don't know what they're going through. That's the thing. When I always say this, people, when you're having a good life, or, you know, you're in an all right position, and, you know, you just don't really see too much. You don't understand what that person's going through. The other person could be in a total opposite situation. So right away we judge and be like, oh, come on, you know what I mean, man? But you don't know what they're feeling, man. You're feeling, thank God, okay. That person's not feeling okay. And it's just, people just don't understand what goes on in people's lives, man. And this is where it all starts, with people bullying people, and this is what all causes things like that to happen too. You wouldn't like to be picked on, right? You wouldn't like people to say this about you, so what gives you the right to do it to that person? He's a human being just like us. Maybe because he looks different, or he's a different type of person, so we got to treat him a certain way because he was born, let's say, with big ears or a big nose or whatever, looks funny, so we got to make fun of him and put him down. What if that was you born that way? We don't look at it that way. I was born good, I was born normal, so I'm lucky. Yes, you are, but what does that mean? Criticize someone that was born a certain way, you know? I mean, people always forget what if that was you? Well, but it's not. Yeah, but what if? But it's not. That's when you know you got an ignorant person right there. But it's not. But make fun of somebody else or put somebody down that route, you know, by doing it. That's what leads to ending it too. It's just, you know, it's crazy, man. That just goes to, wait a minute, what the hell happened to my head? That's weird. It was long the other way and it just got short out of nowhere. Anyway, never mind that. But yeah, it just goes to show you that you know, people only care for themselves. They don't care what other people are feeling, or if they're, let's say you're a bully, you don't care that you're making that person's life a living hell. Heck, that's what you want. It's like some people strive over that. Some people strive over messing with other people. And a lot of reasons why that is too, because maybe their life's a living hell in some way, so they want to conflict the pain onto others. You know, but see, me, I'm just, I feel like I'm too pure. You know, a lot of us here are just too pure for this world, you know. We deserve better. We deserve a better environment. And sadly, we're just not going to get that environment here. And that's why a lot of people just say, fuck this shit. What the hell's the point? We're all going to die anyway. And it's true. We're all going to die anyway. So why can't we just cut to the chase? You know, but the big topic of this video is what keeps me going. And truthfully, it's hard to say. I mean, I could definitely say you people definitely help me a lot, you know, by, you know, relating and, you know, making me feel less alone. That's definitely an A+. Definitely got to say. And, you know, everyone's got to have something to cope, you know, some kind of thing that makes them feel good. But unfortunately, sometimes it's not always the case that's going to fix the problem, because sometimes it's just so many problems in life that get in the way of things like working, bills, financial problems, health problems, you name it. And it just ruins shit. That just brings you down. There's some things we may like in life, but this stuff takes away most of that, you know, that purpose away. Like, I'm sure there's some things people like to do here, but it may not be beneficial for money. You know, that's the thing that sucks. You know how I always say, do things that make you happy? We should do things that make us happy, but the problem is, doing those things that make us happy ain't gonna benefit us this wise, unfortunately. This is where I say what we rather be doing, this is getting in the way of it. It's like a wall that blocks you from doing what you really want to do. Some people don't have enough time or time at all to do what they want to do because this is getting in the way of it. It's mainly most people. And it's just, that's what makes somebody go over the edge too. You ever heard of that little, it's like an animated show called Over the Hedge? Well, the way life is making people go over the edge. Over the hedge, over the edge. Expenses definitely could put someone over the edge. That's the biggest thing that puts people over the edge. I'm not saying it's the only thing, but it's definitely the top 5 right there that do it. There's also a lot of people that ask, how can we cope to this life better? Truth is, I don't know if I have a good answer for that, because it's just hard. I say do what makes you happy, and I'm all for that, but what sucks is money just defeats the purpose. There's things you'd rather be doing that money's getting in the way of, but you have no choice. You got to do what you don't want to do so you can survive. Think about it. You got to do things you have no interest in just so you could say you're surviving. What's the point in surviving? And this is what goes through people's minds, and this is why people say, fuck this shit, what's the point? And I agree, what is the point? We're here limitedly, although it feels like an eternity. Gosh, I got an eyelash, sorry. We're here limitedly, but it feels like it's for eternity, and yet we can't even enjoy life while we can. They say enjoy life while you can. I always love bringing this up. How? I'm doing things I don't want to do. Well, just look for a different job. But there's people that don't like working, period. What do you say to that? Well, they're just lazy, or, you know. There's some jobs people like doing, and that's good for them, but it doesn't mean everyone's going to have that option. Me, I mean, the job I do is not bad. You know, you're home pretty quick, all depending. Sometimes it could be a little long, but most of the time you're home quick. But it's just, there's things that people rather be doing that this is getting in the way of. Whatever it might be that you want to do. I'm not going to go into detail. I'm just, whatever interests people. But we're all got to do this first. And it's like, this is all we got to do. We're slacking. We're not having enough time, or that, not even having time, period, to do what we want to do, because we got to keep doing what we don't want to do just so we could survive this pathetic fucking life. It just makes no sense. Life doesn't make any sense in any way, form. At least that's how I look at it. Nothing makes sense here. You're just here to friggin' just waste away. They say, if you don't work, they say, what are you going to do? Just waste away? You're just going to waste your life away? You're wasting your life away regardless. You're wasting your life away doing something you hate, but you have no choice. You got to keep doing it because you got to pay the bills. You got to survive. You got to survive. So really, you're just existing. You're not happy. You're not doing things you want. You would rather be doing. You're just doing things that you have to be told to do and pressured to do. You have no choice. That's not living. I don't see that as living. You're just existing. You're just here until it's no longer a thing, until you just expire. Some people see it so stupid and just say, fuck this, I'd rather expire now. Can't say I blame them. I don't want people to go over that edge, but I understand absolutely 100% why they do. The whole meaning to life, at least how I look at it as, is by you being happy, living it up, doing things that you enjoy doing. But that's the thing, we don't get the chance to do it. Or we get limited amount of time doing it, where we do it a little bit, but we don't have enough time. Before you know it, now we got to go back to doing what we don't want to do. Go back to work, back to the boring reality cycle. It's like going on vacation. Some people can only maybe take a week, and hey, that's fair, better than nothing, right? But some people can only maybe take a week max, or a few days max, just to go away for a couple of days, and then they got to already report back to work. Some of their jobs won't even allow them to take a vacation. Every job's different. So there's some people that may get a little bit of free time, if you even want to call it that. And then you got people that can't even do that because you're fired. The boss is a douche or whatever, Well, but let's just sum it down to this. We're doing more things we don't want to do than we're doing things we want to do. That's basically how it should basically be called, because it's the truth. Like, we're doing things excuse me, we're doing things more that we can't stand than we're doing things that we actually enjoy doing. Very limitedly do we get the chance to do things we actually want to do for just a little amount of time. And some people don't even ever get the chance. Let's not forget to mention that some people don't even get the chance to ever do what they want to do, whatever it is that they want to do. You got to keep doing what you don't want to do. And if you don't do what if you don't do what you don't want to do, people are going to say you're a waste of life, you're this, you're that. You're wasting away either way. That's what I feel like just saying to these people. You're wasting away your life regardless. If you don't work, what are you going to do? Just sit on the couch all day? Or I would probably just rather do what I want to do. And I'm not saying to sit on the couch in any way, but I'm saying whatever it is that I like to do, I can actually focus on doing that. That's the thing. People think work is the way to keep your mind busy. Oh, it's keeping your mind busy, all right. It's absolutely true on that. You're keeping your mind busy. Not in a healthy way. You're keeping your mind stressed. Instead of being occupied in a good way, you're being occupied in a horrible, stressful way. You're worrying, what if this, what if that? Am I going to keep the job? Is this, whatever, just whatever it is. The way the system is, yeah, it's keeping your mind fucking busy, all right. It's not keeping your mind busy for the good, for the positive. There's people that can't sleep at night because there's so much stress running through their mind. So this is what I'm saying. You're wasting away your life regardless. You either waste your life not working, or you waste your life working. Either way, you're wasting away. I'd rather waste my life doing something I enjoy doing, so I can at least say, hey, at least I'm happy. I'm happy what I'm doing. I'm happy with this hobby or just whatever. But instead, I'm just wasting it away, working to keep up with bills. Bills that'll never stop coming. and bills that'll just over time get more expensive. That's all I'm wasting away for. All week long, all week long. Some people even on the weekends. All week long. Wasting away at some stupid place, at some stupid setting that I don't even want to be there to begin with. But I have no choice. If I'm not there, I'm going to starve in the streets. I'm not going to have money to do anything. If I look at it as we're just wasting away that way, this whole shit's a complete waste of time. This whole life is a complete waste of time. Now, with me saying all that, I'm not trying to say let's all end it. You know, I really, you know, the reason why I try to hang on is because truthfully, I don't even know how to answer it. I mean, honestly, I say to myself, I don't even know why I'm still here. That's the honest truth. I don't know why I'm still here. Definitely because of you people. You definitely made my life a lot easier. You know, you made me happier because I can actually relate and not feel alone. And in return, I'm hopefully doing the favor. And I hope to continue to keep doing the favor. It makes me happy, you know. But in all, I really can't say why I'm still here. I guess I could just say I'm afraid to do it. I don't want to upset family, parents, you know, things like that. And plus, you know, I just don't have, I guess I could say I don't have the balls to do it. It's like I really don't want to do it, but I don't know how to explain it. It's like I do want out, but I don't want to do it that way. I don't know. It's just confusing, man. I don't know how to, I'm sorry for making everyone all like, what the fuck's he trying to say, you know, but if life was a good place, I would really look forward to living, but it's just not, man, you know. And a lot of people right there be like, you're depressed, you need help. And no, life needs help, man. I keep saying this. I don't know how many times I got to keep saying this. It looks like I got to continue to keep saying it because people just won't ever grasp or understand. Life needs help. Life needs to see a therapist. Life is depressing. I'm not depressing. I'm not depressed. I'm not a negative trying to make everybody feel down in the dumps. I'm just describing the society, the environment, whatever you want to call it, that we all live in. That's negative. That's depressing. And when somebody like me spits all this out, it actually makes people feel better because they know they're not crazy. They know actually there's a guy literally speaking fresh breath, you know, fresh air. I'm giving a nice fresh air of the truth. A lot of people will be like, you know, there's people that said, stop making these videos. I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to just bring everyone down on your level. What level? I'm not trying to bring anybody down. And if you feel like I am, don't watch my videos. It's as simple as that. It's not like this video's forced to play through whatever device you're using. You're choosing to watch it. And if you like it, continue watching if you like. If you don't watch it. I'm not trying to bring anyone down. If anything, I'm trying to help people feel less alone because there's so many people that feel this way and they keep being labeled as they're not right in the head. Meanwhile, no, life is not right. That's the honest truth. That's the cold honest truth. There's nothing really wrong with us. Life is the problem. Life is the big boo-boo that they're trying to label as us being that. They got it all wrong. They got it all wrong. We got it all figured out. We just see for what it is. I'm not saying I'm a genius. I'm not saying I'm some kind of really highly intelligent, but it's just common sense. I even say this all the time. I don't even look at myself as a genius or, I mean, I'm not saying I'm, but I'm not saying I'm super smart. I'm not smart. I'm not like a genius or a rocket scientist. It's just something I just see that everyone should just fucking see. It's right in front of you, man. It's all around you. I shouldn't say in front because actually that's all people see is in front. I see the whole perimeter, man. I see the whole 360 view. The whole 360 view. That's what I see. People just seeing straight forward. You need to see that nice 360 view. And it doesn't really, you don't need to be intelligent or super smart. Well, same thing, means the same exact thing. But you get what I mean? You don't have to be a fucking genius to see that 360 view. You just gotta have fucking, it's just common sense that everyone should just have. That I don't know why people don't have. But anyway, fellas. Think I made enough statements there. But anyway, guys, I am gonna wrap it up for now. Yeah, hope everyone, man, hangs in there as best as possible. That's all I can say. I can't tell you people what to do with yourselves, you know. It's like you can't tell me what to do. We should all have the right to do what we want. And with that being said, I'm not saying let's all go into some kind of movie theater and start shooting away or robbing a bank. I'm not saying let's do that. I mean, like, whatever you like doing in your life benefiting you or whatever, you know. But yeah, I really can't give a good answer of why I'm still here. I'm just here, you know. That's how I look at it, as I'm just here. I'm just existing. I'm not a depressed person, really. I just see this whole life as depressing. But I definitely tell you, one of the reasons why I'm still going strong, or at least trying to go as strong as I possibly can, is because of you people. That's definitely the number one, you know. That's really the number one. And I thank you all for that, man. I really do, from the bottom of my heart. I do. And I hope in the return, man, like I keep saying, I hope I really help a lot of people here too. A lot of people say I am, and that makes me happy, man. You know, at first I didn't think I would be, but I guess I am making a huge change in a lot of people's lives, and that really freaking puts a bright smile to my face. I suck at smiling, but all right, anyway, guys, I am going to call it a day for now, guys. Hope everyone tries to hang in there as best as possible. Try to have a good day or night, or I know it's not easy. I know it's most likely pretty impossible, but all I can say is just try and hold on, man. I'm doing the same. See, I'm holding on, man. Trying to hold on. I'm holding on to dear life. I'm literally holding on to dear life. And hopefully everyone else can try to do the same. But anyway, enough yip yapping. Calling it a day for now. Peace out, guys. Love you all.